Oh my God. It's so freaking maddening. What's up, guys? It's Devin Harrington, the average Gen Xer, and welcome back to my channel where today we are talking about Alexandra Rodriguez. Yes, the Queen of Cringe continues her campaign of gaslightery all over Beyonce's internet with her denial of filters, Photoshop, and any other kind of alteration of her image between her photos on Instagram and her vlogs, even though there are copious amounts of evidence that people have pointed out over and over and over again. And yet Alex still denies. She doesn't use filters. She thinks we're all crazy. And she could easily stop all of this by just making a 5-minute video saying, okay, so this is my angle. She claims, it's all angles that make her look thinner. And it's clearly not. But there are 5,000 of us in this Alexandra subreddit who are questioning our freaking sanity because of this girl. And this is not just about this annoying plus-size vlogger. There is a deeper issue here, and that is that she is lying. She is altering her image and lying to her audience about it. And much of her audience are young women. And this just does not bode well for the future. If we're just going to let AI take over and we're just going to allow people to claim to be something they're completely not and lie about it, what's the point? Of course, Alex's life is a pile of bullshit, so lying to her is second nature. She doesn't see any problem with it, and she thinks we're all nuts for calling her out. We're just bullies. We're haters. She is the one who is putting her stupid life on YouTube for people to pay attention to it, and yet when people pay attention to it, she gets mad if they don't kiss her ass. Yeah, well, that's life in Alex land. So let's head over to the sub and see some of these pictures, which may help restore your sanity. But first, on every video on this channel, I beg and plead with all animal lovers out there, please consider going on the website of your local animal shelter and see how easy it is to be a volunteer or to foster for them. Every shelter on earth needs volunteers and fosters, every single one. So please consider it. These two bumps on a log. This is my little Goldie. She's my current foster. I've had her for a few months now. And this guy is my Kublai, and Kubi for short, and he is a pit mix. I actually fostered his entire litter of 5 when they were 5-week-old bottle babies. Had to get up around the clock and give them their bottle, and he was my favorite, and he knew it, so he stayed. And that's called a foster fail. And I know everybody wants me to foster fail with Goldie, but for now, she's still available for adoption. So please give it some thought, help save the world, and do it for the animals. Thanks. Okay, so first post is from the one, the only, our own Move Suspicious 2108. And Move Suspicious is like our #1 truth seeker on the sub. They go above and beyond to present evidence of Alex's use of filters and such. So this post is called, she, quote, doesn't filter, yet all 4 of these screenshots are taken from the same vlog. Yeah, this was last week sometime. So she did a haul. And I mean, if you look at her with this dress on, I would guess that if I didn't know who this was, I would guess this person's like a size 12, 14. But this is a still from the vlog. So this is a still from the vlog too, I guess. And this is closer to what she actually looks like. And then she tried on look at these pants. #1, these pants make her look like she has a butt, and she really doesn't. And I mean, I wouldn't even guess this is her. Just because we all know she's got the crazy shaped legs, and this looks like a size 12. But then this is her also. Jesus. So Move Suspicious says, whose snatched waist and flat stomach is that in the red dress? It's damn sure not Alex's. What the fuck? Whose tiny thighs and lifted round ass is in those jeans? Yeah, for sure. I would not have guessed that was Alex if I didn't already know it was. Again, not this big ass buffalo. This is all from the same vlog. Girl, you are busted. And Any Ad commented, interesting that she is wearing elastic waist jeans when she's so skinny now. She looks like she's wearing an adult diaper under them. If that's a filter, I wouldn't use it. Yeah, quite the caboose here on Alex. I don't know. I didn't watch this vlog, so I'm not sure if these were butt lifting jeans of some kind. Who cares? Most Suspicious commented, right, the elastic is stretched to full capacity too, and it still won't fit. She's a 3X and at least a 22, 24. See, this is the problem. Who knows? Who knows? Alex has been flaunting size 16 pants tags in her hauls lately, and who knows if that's real. And this is the real problem, is the freaking gaslighting. If this wasn't going on, if she was just completely honest, she would be too friggin' boring she's boring to begin with, but she would not get the attention she gets if she wasn't such a liar. And if you want to filter your shit, then just say you do. There's nothing wrong. We all want to look better, we all filter pictures sometimes. But when you have 500,000 alleged subscribers and you're clearly filtering your stuff, and then you are literally flat out denying it when anyone calls you out on it, that is a problem. And that should not be allowed. Anson 73 meat curtains in the front, so unflattering from all angles, even filtered. Oh my god. Okay, and Moss Witch 8 said, interesting that she'd slim down her arm rolls but not smooth them out. Like, who has arms like that? Yeah, I think they're talking about this. And so, Alex still has several rolls on her arms, but look how tiny her arms look. Like, her arms look like my arms. And I have kind of big arms for a girl. But how would you... I don't even have the beginning of this, everyone calls it her arm boob. This is insanity. The fact that I make content on this idiot is total insanity. But I have to say, I am really, really comforted by this Alex subreddit, because there are thousands of people in here that feel the same way. So we know we're not the crazy ones. Millennia Purple on the same day posted this last week. No filters, but these were a week apart? Yeah. So here we've got Alex in a still from the vlog, and this is where you can really, really see a difference. Alex in a still from the vlog. So, you can see she is freaking sizable. Here's a chair. That's a normal sized chair, okay? Look at her next to the chair. But then this is clearly an iPhone picture, and I don't have an iPhone, so I've never had an iPhone. So iPhone users out there, if you have the newest iPhone, does it have all this photographic trickery built into it? Do you know how to use it? Anyone? Anyone, please enlighten me. And this is her in the stupid elastic waist jeans. How is this the same person as this, and it's a week apart? And look at the smug look on her face. Man, she is unbelievable. I wonder if you can see what the photo will look like. Yeah, you must be able to, with the filter on it in the viewfinder, like on the screen. Because look at her. She's looking at her reflection, her image. Ugh. Good Lord. And meanwhile, it's this. So which is it? Is she this person or is she this person? Because they're not the same. Far Structure commented, size XL dainty queen, soon to be a size 12 queen, the smallest she's ever been in her adult life, at a slim 260 pounds of pure muffle. And if you happen to be unfamiliar, Alex, I don't hear it. I really don't hear it anymore. But when she was younger, because she has been on YouTube since 2011, she had quite a lisp. And so that's why the muffle. Dad aggravating just said, sure, Jan. And Mrs. Moe, 1969, said, was someone able to read the tag she left on those stretchy jeans? If they did, say size 16, is there a way she can fudge that? Because I'm having a hard time believing our girl is in a 16. Standard Gur 8379 said, I don't know what trickster act she pulled here, but there is no way she is in a size 16. No Boundaries is and that's the brand of what she's wearing, is a junior and teen brand. So it is probably cut even smaller. OMFing. Oh my God. It's so freaking maddening. So, around the same time, Usual Classroom put this post up, and the title is simply, This Woman is Clinically Insane. And here we have Alex with her iPhone again. I'm assuming it's the new iPhone. And look at her. That person is no bigger than a size 14 if you're looking at the width of her. And look at like how much of a bust she has, so curvy. And then less of a waist. This is not what she looks like. But she says she, oh my God. I swear, one day I'm just going to stab myself in the eye with a pencil. So Usual Classroom said, who is this? Because, yeah, who is it? And look at the fucking smug look on her face. This is why people can't stand you, Alex. She doesn't live in reality. And she's kind of the villain in her own story, and everybody loves to see the villain get her comeuppance. Stacy Prose just said, hey, I need those filters for myself. Kidding. JRay44, right? I'd never post pics of myself online with them, but I think it could be a fun party game to share with friends. How can I make my ass look like a runway model with industrial strength filters? Yeah, I would love to know in the comments, guys, what your opinion is in general on the just like instant, wide, free availability of these just complete image changing filters. Because I'm sure there's a gazillion apps too. I mean, I use the filters on Instagram sometimes, and I do filters on pictures in my phone camera, but I just can't be bothered, Gen X, we do the basic tech shit, and anything beyond that, you don't need it. But this is, what's that going to do to the dating? Dating sites are so horrendously bad, and they've always been a place where people put images of themselves up that did not represent what they look like. And it used to be you just had, old pictures up. And so the fact that you can just make your body look completely different and it looks completely, to the untrained eye, real. Just please, let's try to stay grounded in reality. Please. Sweetly Worn commented, I just watched her most recent vlog, and my God, as someone who sews, that was so incredibly painful. Apparently, Alex sewed something on her vlog. Legal Post said the way she kept going on and on about how she's too stupid and lazy to sew the curtains was hard to listen to. Oh my God, I'm going to have to watch Shelley's take on that. Grouchy Picture 4021 said, certifucking-fiable. And Cabinet Public said, you're telling me I am 190 pounds and a size 14, and she's 260 pounds and only one size bigger than me? What the fuck? Exactly. No Department, around the same time, everybody was just popping off last week about the filter thing, which is why I just have to keep making content on it because it is infuriating. And this has got to be a still from a vlog. Snatched jawline from the 50-pound weight loss, guys. So yeah, Alex claims to have lost 50 pounds doing her Weight Watchers thing last year. And it is true that people do lose weight in different parts of their body. But for the most part, we all know where you see it first, and that's in the face, especially for women. Women tend to lose weight from the face down. And I don't see any difference. So Basic Animal said she looks like she's meeting her grandchild for the first time. Bay Ray Day. The face is usually the first thing to show weight loss, isn't it? Yes, exactly. A few Classroom put this has got to be a still. Of course, it's a still from a vlog. What am I saying? Alex's hair looks freshly washed there for a change. That really stands out to me, how shiny it is. Maybe that was the day she went to the hairdresser or something. I have to say, she seems to have found a better hairdresser than she had. I don't know if she switched, but her hair, in my unprofessional opinion, looks slightly better these days when it's clean. I'll just leave this here. Yeah, and that is just the size of this person is not the same as the size of this person. And that cognitive dissonance is what is driving people crazy. Okay, Few Classroom 747. Oh, this is a good one. March 2022. So the picture on the left in the yellow shirt is 5 months post gastric bypass surgery versus January 2026, which we are in right now. Please do not fall for the filter scams. And yeah, I mean, these are both in the same house, both from the vlog. And she looks bigger to me in January. She looks bigger to me now. And am I crazy? Or, I mean, I realize she's just wearing a little t-shirt here and she's got on this horrible pink vest. And everyone is saying she's wearing pink to manifest a girl because she's trying to get pregnant again. She looks bigger to me. How is that possible? At 6 months post-bypass, Alex claimed in her video update to lose 92 pounds from her highest weight. So this was this picture. Her highest weight, she claimed, was 389. I believe it was actually higher. I do too, but we'll use it. Which, give or take a month, would make the picture on the left of her at 297 pounds. So this is a 300-pound woman for sure. So tell me again why she looks exactly the same, if not larger, claiming to be 260. Yeah, so she's claiming that there's almost 40 pounds less in the pink than in the yellow. And I don't see it. Oh my God. Please don't believe her lies. Yes. Thank you for saying so, Few Classroom. Background Cup commented, what's crazy is the pic on the right is filtered. Look, yeah, this is, 2022 is 4 years ago. The technology has greatly improved. What's crazy is the pic on the right is filtered. Look at her skinny lower arm. She's as big as those screenshots of her cleaning up her Christmas decorations. There's nothing about angles here at all, but people believe the version of her on Instagram is actually her. Shaking my head. Yep. The OP said, yep, she's definitely over 300. No question about it. She just uses industrial filters. Deleted account said, oh, holy crow. I never even noticed the toothpick arm. You are good. Yep. Reddit. Better than the FBI. Oh, yeah, look at that. Scared insect. Good catch on that forearm. Ugh, she's mad. Standard Gur 8379 said, I came here to point out the toothpick arm too, and to think that she looks gigantic with filters on is insane. Logic demands in reality she's far bigger than the picture on the right shows, and in my personal opinion, even the filtered image on the right looks bigger than the estimated 297 pounds on the left. And just for shits and giggles, here is that photo blown up. Yeah, I realize the one in the pink is blurry, but I really don't see a difference. Also, the one in the pink, she has had a baby since then. You know, the one in the yellow was before. But this is this is so stupid that she makes a damn good living online doing this shit. And the vast majority of what she does is like not even real. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I really would love to know that I am not the only person who is like bothered by this on a kind of existential kind of level, you know, like thinking of little girls like I used to be growing up looking at stuff like this and not knowing what's real. It's I hate to sound like the old lady, but anyway. And that's what I have for you today, guys. Let me know what you think. If you are someone who watches my channel for the child-free content and happen to stumble across my Alex content, let me know if you are unfamiliar and would like to know why I make content on this one random vlogger. There is a point to it. And there's a playlist here that you can see a bunch of my Alex content. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by to hear me talk shit on the internet, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.